Hello and welcome back to the channel. So, if you couldn't tell already, today we're going to be weighing some cattle. But not any cattle. Today we're going to be collecting 22 animals, bring them back here, weigh and worm them, and then chuck them out to the field. So if you've watched our channel over the past month, I think it was a month ago, something like that, we bought 10 animals, 10 Anguses, there's a video on it, and today we're going to go back to the same farm and collect another 22 animals, and then they'll be joining those 10 to make 32. And the last time we saw these 22 animals was when we went to collect the 10. So it's been a month, and so I'm quite excited to see how they've grown. These ones that we're about to collect have been indoors, the other ones are outwintered, so that'll also be interesting to see. I think these ones are a couple of months younger though, I think. I'll have to check that, but that's why we didn't buy them with the other 10, because they were younger. So they're still going to match up pretty evenly though. But anyway, let's go collect these animals and then we'll be able to see what they weigh. Okay, so as you can see, we're still at the yard. I didn't record loading them up because there wasn't really anywhere to put the camera, and I couldn't hold it because I needed both hands to try and get them in the trailer. But we're back at the yard now. We've got 11 animals in there. They're looking all right, so we'll unload them, weigh worm, load them back up, chuck them in the field, then we've got another 11 to go down and get. So there they are. There's some smaller ones in here, but there's also a lot of bigger ones, so it evens it out. See, that one there's a bit of a taller one. They've got a really nice back end on them, don't they? That one's 420 kilos. We're hoping for about a 380 average. Then. So I think so far we've got some good weights. I'll go through the pricings and steers and heifers at the end. But so far, I mean, you've been seeing the weights, so hopefully they're good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the lightest was 350, the heaviest was 450, but
yeah.
I didn't think we'd have many that big.
No. There are 2 younger ones in here, so they probably would be a little bit smaller.
And 2 twins.
Yeah, and 2 twins. I'm not sure what numbers the twins are. Look at the passports and sort all that out at the end. I think the 11 that are still there are probably a bit bigger, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they're bigger. Right, so these can now be loaded. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, right. That wasn't too bad.
Right, we're going
to the field.
Must be a lot of
cattle out here when we get that up there.
So there they are. 10 up here have got some new mates now. So that's 21 up here now in total. You can see where the other 10 we had before have grown, because they were the same weight when we weighed them, roughly I think. But you can now tell the bigger ones in here. So they've grown well up here. And then we might probably move them next door, because as you can see there's not much up here. It's a lot of this tall stuff like this, but there's not a lot of feed value in it. And next door we got plenty of lush grass, so we'll probably move them up next door into there. But we'll let them all join and meet each other first before we take them up. Yeah, now we'll go get the other 11, repeat. I'll see you back in the yard.
Ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's got quite a bit of ginger on it, that other one.
So there we go, another 11. That one's got a bit of ginger in it. I think that's might have been a bit of a cross shorthorn or red and white Herefords, because there's quite a mixture of cows there. But yeah, I think these are much better than, well, not a lot better, they're quite an even bunch, but they're certainly better than the previous 11. And it was a bit tight in the trailer, so because we're not going to take them very far now, we're going to probably do it 5 and 6.
That's it. They don't like going down with the glue doors, they run. Come on you go. Come on. Come on, don't be sick. Come on, there you go.
Right, yeah, so like I said earlier, we'll only take either 5 or 6 with this first load. And then we'll come back for another load. And then either sometime this afternoon or tomorrow, we'll then move them next door once they've all calmed down. Right, we only got 4 there. One of them turned around in the race. And there's plenty of space to take 7 next time, so it's fine. Right, off to the field. These have been outside already for a month, so it's not like we're turning out. But yeah, all nice and happy. Right, load 2, hopefully it's as smooth as the first one went. Come up! Come up!
Right.
Piece of cake, that was. So here we are yet again. Another 7 to drop off out here. Started to rain a little bit now, which isn't great. There they are. A lot of animals out here. There's 32 up here now. So we've got 16 steers and 16 heifers up here now, all from the same farm. And so obviously the ones we'd already bought, we paid 1,500 for those. And then the ones we bought today, there were 18 at 1460. They were 1450, but we paid for them to be TB tested so that we can have a bit earlier. And then there were the 2 younger ones and 2 twins, which we paid 1350 for. Yeah, so there's 32 up here now, a lot of grass. And then we're gonna put them into the 20-acre field later. But yeah, nice and happy, running around. And it's a big group. I haven't seen a big group like this for ever, really. 32 animals is quite a lot in the field. But we'll head back now. I'll look at the weights and I'll work out a pence per kilo for them. But looking at it, I reckon, I didn't actually see many of the weights, but looking at the animals, I reckon there'll be 400 kilos. So there's a lot of, because there's so much lush grass out here, we aren't going to give them any cake, because we think that with the lush grass it's going to go through them and they won't really absorb the nutrients from it as well, and we'll be wasting it then. However, over the brow and going down the hill, it's a bit mossy and it's a bit sort of like meadow grass. There's not much feed value in it, so they're probably going to eat all of this stuff up here first, and then once they've chewed this bit down and they start eating down the bottom, then we'll bring in some cake just to help them. Nothing to push them and to sort of finish them, but just enough to help age where there's not so much quality in the grass. But yeah, they're all, I don't know if you can see them, but they're just there, happily eating away. So yeah, very good day. We've obviously moved them into the new field now. Bit of a jump there, but yeah, I forgot to record it. So we've got the water working, also moved their salt club across, so everything's done. Happy days. So until next time, goodbye.